Well, today is day 36, and 36 that means that's 5 weeks, 5 weeks since my kids have been away, my older kids. And one thing I've learned is like the relationship between my younger kids have actually grown better between each other, the younger two, and our relationship and our view of how we are dealing with each other, my wife and I, and the kids together, how we've been dealing with each other, has been that very interesting as well too. I did a video day 34, and that was a Thursday, and it didn't come out because what happened was I got hit with a copyright strike of sorts. So what happened was like you weren't able to see some of the cool videos because of the Overwatch music. I think that's the best way if you want to like make sure somebody can't take a video. You just put music over it, and you get hit with copyright strikes, and then it gets banned in every global situation. But I learned a lesson there. So this is day 36, the separation of anxiety, and I was just talking about like being created the image of God. We as humans, being created in His image, we bear a likeness to Him, you know. And then when I was talking to some of my coworkers today, just kind of dealing with some things that I'm dealing with in terms of life, I came to understand that there's an aspect where, you know, we have the ability to influence generations that come behind us, right? So we have generations that come after us, and they are our ancestors. And as our ancestors, no, our descendants, sorry, our ancestors come before us, our descendants come after us. So the people come after us, we're going to be able to, you know, set a legacy, you know. And I was thinking about it's almost like a God maker, you know, like not that we are like we're created an image of God, but we're not God. We didn't make ourselves, you know, but we're given such parameters and such choices to be able to make that we can actually influence life itself, you know. So when we go about like, you know, go out in there and change the world, it's actually we're changing the world a lot, you know. And you talk about like people with power and this Epstein list thing and all these things happening, and how, you know, we want the elites to get what's coming to them for what they did to children and stuff. But for the most part, though, we have to be responsible for what we do to ourselves. So when you come down to it, the whole 9 inch, the whole 9 yards of everything, is that, you know, we too are responsible for the decisions that we make, and that, you know, just dealing with separation anxiety, we have to turn to God. You know, we're watching these movies, we're watching the 4400, and there's like a person in there that has like no limit, right? And or they haven't made themselves a limit; they're kind of limitless. And it comes down to a fact where we have to kind of give ourselves to the limitations of, or to the best, try and find the best direction to go at, as opposed to like, you know, just doing whatever we want, but what's good for the greater good, you know, and not like bad stuff, but actually doing stuff to help mankind to progress forward, as well as being good citizens, you know. So for the most part, though, I come to understand that, you know, that we are not just here for ourselves and for the things we want, but to also make life better for other people. But greatest of all, to let people know what God looks like.